What's poppin', y'all? The Streamer Awards is the gift that keeps on giving, because whilst Ray and Rakai have been, misbehaving a bit the past, a couple of days for Ray, but for Rakai, it's been the past, a week or so. He's been a bad kid, to be fair. That's why his mama got him grounded. But they had an interaction that just had me dying with how they tried to throw these fellas under the bus. So this interaction was with Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse is, I think, one of the biggest VTubers. I think at one point one of the highest subbed channels on Twitch. But this individual, Iron Mouse, goes on and throws these dudes completely under the bus in this clip that I'm gonna play you guys right now.
I also saw a tweet about me talking to Rakai and Ray. And a lot of people were saying that I'm basically trying to appeal to people, appease people, fit in with people, that I'm trying to, I'm bending over backwards for people, which that is so untrue. You have no idea. You have no idea what I went through in that moment. So let me explain to you. And I'm here with Rob, and we're walking, getting ready to go to our seats, and I get rushed by Rakai and Ray. I will tell you 100%, I was very uncomfortable to the point where I was shaking because I already knew that I was going to get asked something terrible. I knew that they were going to say something rude to me. Because I just know. I know it. Because I'm used to it. Because I already know what people think, and I already know how people treat VTubers. When a person asks me a stupid question, I give them a stupid answer. That's what I have to say. They asked me what I look like, so I gave them the dumbest answer that I could give them. I was incredibly uncomfortable. I wanted to get out of there. I did not want to talk to them because I knew they were going to ask me very invasive questions. They asked me the dumbest question, so I gave them the dumbest answer. And I was trying to be cordial. I was trying to be nice. It wasn't me trying to appease anybody. It was just me answering in a stupid fashion to get them to leave me alone. After that exchange and we left, I was visibly shaken, and I was with Rob, and I had multiple people come up to me and be like, "Wow, Mouse, you handled that so well. You handled that so well, Mouse."
So first off, Rip, you're probably like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what's happening? Uncomfortable. Okay, right? So you're probably like, damn, yo, what were they asking? It must have been a crazy interaction for this to happen, right? Well, let me play you guys the interaction that happened at the Streamer Awards.
Oh, is that that's Iron Mouse. Oh, what's the word? Oh, what's the word?
Hey, Iron Mouse.
How you doing? Post me. Oh, wait, where you at?
What?
Where you at?
I'm in my house.
Oh, okay.
Iron Mouse, you are a legend. Yo!
Thank you.
What's up?
What's up?
Wait, quick question. Neymar, I don't feel me.
Yeah,
Neymar,
no questions out of you today.
Yeah.
No questions out of you.
Yeah.
Ask me anything you want.
Okay, bet.
Okay, I got a question.
How you look in real life?
Whoa. That is
I look in
everything?
real life?
Yeah.
Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
Ah, you're right.
I got a question. Are you black or white?
I'm Latina. I'm Puerto Rican.
Whoa! Caloque.
Is Peanut technically a VTuber or not?
Am I technically a
No,
VTuber?
Peanut.
Oh, man, he's a VTuber. What the
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, nice to meet you, Iron Mouse.
So here, yes, so there's a man holding the iPad that the VTuber is calling into, and the VTuber is at home. So they're just asking questions and they're kids, dog. Like, yeah, Rakai is still under 18, but Ray is, I think he's in his 20s, but they just have this innocent, jovial nature where they're just having fun and they're asking questions that kids would ask. And you're not going to say a kid is, they're asking something disrespectful. Like, what do you mean? They're like, yo, what the hell you look? This is what a normal person asks. This is the funny thing. Like, I'm already outside of the norm knowing what a VTuber is. Like, if you even know what that is, the definition of a VTuber, you're already slightly outside the norm. It doesn't mean you're weird. You just ask a normal person on the street, hey, do you know what a VTuber is? And they're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Get this guy out of here. Somebody get their mans. Now, if you're watching VTubers, that's a whole different story, but they're normal to ask questions like, yo, what are you looking like? This and that. That's the first question that anybody's going to ask. And there were multiple times where she said, well, where she could have left, right? She could be like, hey, thank you guys, we got to go right now. But number two is, I don't know if she was lying. Now, the ugly response is like, oh, of course I'm hideous. That's why I'm a VTuber. I think that's a funny response. That's a response that it's a good response, to be honest. Like, you're not going to be like, no, actually, it was an appropriate response. But when the Puerto Rican thing came up, I was shocked because this has to be the softest Boricua I've ever seen. Number one, I mean, I don't even think I've ever met a Puerto Rican woman, Puerto Rican girl, and I've interacted with so many that was even into like anime stuff, let alone we're talking VTuber and being a VTuber and being this sensitive. That's like a trifecta that never comes together. So this is already the softest Puerto Rican girl, woman that I've ever seen. And then this leads you to think, it seems like this person, Iron Mouse, when you look at the clip where she was talking about the situation and saying, oh, people are saying that I'm defending or I'm doing this. This person is in a hostage situation, and they're in a hostage situation to their own freak show of an audience. Yes, these people are freak shows. How are you going to, and then talking about being visibly shaken, you were virtually shaken, okay? Like, let's stay on code right here. And this is the thing, man. I really, really dislike this side of streaming and the way that they treat a Ray or a Rakai. Like, for instance, Rakai doing that whole stealing bit, him calling Cutie Cinderella crazy, yeah, that's disrespectful. Yeah, he got handed down a ban. That's fine. Ray, he really doesn't do too much, but people are like, yo, why does he talk like that? Well, he talks like that because he learned English via Cenat streams. So why are you asking why a guy has that accent? He didn't grow up in Irvine with a bunch of Asian and white people. He didn't learn English in, I don't know, he didn't go to university for English. He didn't go learn English in the UK. This guy learned English, barely the amount of English that he had, through watching English content. And then when he moved, the intensive practice he got of English was in Atlanta, literally, because those guys lived in Atlanta, and it was with Cenat and all these other guys. So of course he's going to sound like them. So that's one of the most annoying things that people talk about. And then this whole uncomfortable thing, right? I hate how we've degraded. You know what would have been uncomfortable? You should have felt uncomfortable if he slapped that iPad down and crushed the screen. That's when you're like, yo, I felt uncomfortable. I was a little bit scared by that. You're in the safety of your own home. And this is where people are going to stop taking this stuff seriously, because we have de-escalated, right? We've de-escalated from angry, justifiable reactions to, hey, I was at this award show and I was at I was like crawling back the bathroom and this guy pulled up on me and he grabbed me and he just didn't say anything, and I was like trying to get out of there and he was trying to get up on me. That we've gone from that, and I don't mean that in streaming, I just mean like in accusations that people pretend are a big deal. We've gone from that, which is like, yo, you just saved the chick, to, oh, this guy brushed past me and touched me, right? To, oh, this guy said some comments to me and was trying to get with me, to, oh, this person is asking me questions and made me feel uncomfortable. And the uncomfortable we're talking about is him asking you simple questions like, oh, what's your are you black or white? And the other guy asked you, oh, what do you look like? That's it? Like, somebody could have felt uncomfortable for millions of different reasons. One of which being this person probably didn't take their anxiety meds. Oh man, you forgot to take your meds. You're uncomfortable. This person, you're in the wrong seat. You're uncomfortable. You know how many times people feel discomfort during the day? And we're supposed to take allegations of feeling uncomfortable as something serious? Get out of here. This is not serious. This is ridiculous. And this, like I said, this Iron Mouse individual is in a hostage situation because, frankly, you said ask me anything, AMA. Or imagine someone hops on Reddit, they do an AMA, they're like, I can't believe this person asked me this. You said ask me anything, and they asked you some of the most tame things you could possibly think of. But because their audience hates a Rakai, because they hate a Ray, because they hate people associated with that side of streaming, and they will always hate them. Like Agent, for example, he's somebody that does a really good job. He's just been in the game for so long, he's a vet, but I don't think they like Agent either. They don't like any of these people. Why don't they like them? I don't know, to be honest, but they just need a reason to hate on them. So now Iron Mouse is in the crosshairs in the same way that Cutie Cinderella was in the crosshairs for hanging out with FaZe. Like, she got put through the ringer. They were doing her like Scarlett's letter. Like, they were frying her at the stake. Not Scarlett's letter. Oh, I'm tripping. That's a different thing. That's where they stamp you for not being pure. Well, it is kind of like Scarlett's letter. They were doing her like that, having her go through not a humiliation ritual, but whatever Jaime Lannister's sister was going through when they were parading her through the streets and people were just throwing shame at her. That's what they did to her, because they accused FaZe of some allegations of not liking, people that rock on that LGB side. And it's like, dog, are you serious? This is insane. But that's the audience that Iron Mouse has developed. And now it's time to just, let me just throw them under the bus, because I felt uncomfortable. You did not feel uncomfortable. Don't lie to me. You did not. Now, I do think that she felt nervous, but if she felt nervous, why would you open it up to them asking you more questions? You're like, oh, ask me anything. You could have just been like, oh, hey, yeah, nice to meet you guys. Sorry, I don't really like to talk about that. You can't even say, oh, I was nervous what they were going to do to me. You're not there. Like, if you can't say it via an iPad, when are we going to say you are the problem? If you are too terrified to say, oh, hey, we got to go, we're in a rush, or something like that, you're the problem. That's it. Yes, we are victim blaming in this situation. Iron Mouse is not a victim in this case. Get the hell out of here with that. They did not disrespect you in the slightest. And then you even get a response from XQC in this situation that I'm going to play you guys right now.
At no point did I get to feel that there's something uncomfortable happening. I feel like she's opening the dialogue up for more interaction. I think 3 times I saw a fork at which she could stop talking or just move on, whatever. But she's inviting new dialogue, like when she says, "Ask me anything" or whatever. And then after, she's playfully talking about where she's from, whatever. I'm not getting...
See, the fact that XQC is even trying to say, well, like, if we analyze the situation, there were multiple breaking points or forks where Iron Mouse could have decided to exit this social interaction. Well, number one, this person is probably not socializing with anybody. We don't know. It could be like a Batman suit type of thing where Iron Mouse is living a completely separate life and is always outside and then just comes on stream to, do her job, and their job is being a VTuber. Sure. But the fact that we are even analyzing it to this degree is the crazy part. This person's a weirdo. That's it. She's a weird. And this is why, they already think they're the villain. I feel like they should just go full on, like, take on the villain role, no yay, and be on some menacing activity. Like, just start actually getting disrespectful, because they don't like you anyway when you're trying to be nice. And you can tell, does these guys' intentions seem to disrespect that person, virtual tuber, whatever the case may be? No. And this is the saddest thing ever, because Ray actually replied to this, and you could tell that he felt like, damn, like, I didn't mean to harm this person. I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Yo, my Iron Mouse, I still apologize for making you uncomfortable. At the end of the day, I hope you're doing good at your home, and I hope you getting better, okay? Everything is straight positive. Iron Mouse, we like you. You're cool. You're a cool person, and I just hope next time you stream, just be. Yeah, let me calm down. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, bro. At the end of the day, it's still love, bro. The streaming world is still love, bro. But next time, I don't want to see you, okay? I don't want to see you again. This is all I gotta say, bro. Whoever clip, please send no more clips of Iron Mouse in my chat. And I will not react to anything Iron Mouse, and I will not watch an Iron Mouse stream. I will not react to anything clip, any Iron Mouse clip. I mean, I just did. But after the whole shitload, I will not react to any clip of Iron Mouse. And that'll be all. Shout out to you, Iron Mouse. You're a very cool person, bro. And I apologize for making you uncomfortable. Okay?
Big Bro must have tapped him on the shoulder or something, because it doesn't seem like he wanted to make this apology. It does seem sincere, though. Like, he was convinced that he did something wrong, even though he's probably like, what the hell did I do wrong? And I like the approach where he said, like, listen, I don't want to see this person. I don't want to interact with this person. I don't want you guys mentioning this person. And I don't ever want to cross paths with this person. And when he's talking about, like, oh, nah, I believe this is a cool person. No, they're not cool. They're lame. How about we be honest right now? Like, I think people overuse lame or corny, but this is the definition of lame. This person is a weirdo. And this is the problem. I don't think that Iron Mouse is the weirdo in this case, because it's the audience it's like, yo, gun to your head, name 5 DDG songs. It's like that. Except they're like, yo, gun to your head, you better say what we want you to say, or we're going to direct this hate towards you. And Iron Mouse is like, all right, chill. They made me uncomfortable. So I think Iron Mouse was probably like, it is what it is. But now it's held hostage. But in that regard, that also makes her not cool. Makes her just like weird. And to just throw these dudes under the bus like that when everybody else is teaming up on them, it's whack. And Ray should not have to apologize for this whatsoever. You're apologizing for somebody feeling comfortable for you asking them a simple question like, what do you look like? Wow. Is that where we're at? This is just insane. This just goes to show, like, these are worlds colliding in the Twitch sphere. We need some bullies. We need some people we need to get the gangsters streaming. We need to get them lit, and we need to bring them to the streamer awards so they just start making fun of these people and just start bullying them. That's what we really need. Oh, man, where is King Von when you need him? Oh, yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see you on the next one.